Hey everyone, welcome to the show. I have an update to share about one of Trump's Capitol insurrectionists. It's time for an episode of Where Are They Now?
Matthew Bledsoe was arrested. Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
So 61-year-old Paul Seymour Sr. and his 33-year-old son, Paul Seymour Jr., are Ohio residents. They were seen on surveillance video entering the Capitol illegally on January 6th. And the Seymours spent about 30 minutes walking through various areas of the building. They did leave when officers asked them to, but Paul Jr. was photographed and filmed as he left the building. He had his fists raised. He was shouting in excitement. And then the two men remained on Capitol grounds within the restricted area until it was dark outside. You know, this was after the mayor called for a citywide curfew to be imposed. So Paul Jr. was seen in further photos standing in front of a line of officers after dark. He had his Trump flag held above his head. And on June 2nd of last year, Paul Jr. was interviewed by the FBI. He admitted to entering the Capitol. He also confirmed that the police were ushering people out through the same door that he entered. And Paul Jr. has a minor criminal history. He has two different convictions in his late teens, early 20s. One was for underage drinking, another for drug paraphernalia. And then he had another drug paraphernalia conviction in 2021, which resulted in 2 years of probation. Paul Sr., on the other hand, has no criminal history. So the Seymours were arrested on December 7th of last year. They were each charged with entering a restricted building or grounds, 2 counts of disorderly conduct, and parading in a Capitol. In July of this year, they each pleaded guilty to the parading charge, and they were each facing up to 6 months in jail, 5 years of probation, and $5,000 in fines. However, the prosecutor requested only 90 days of home detention, 3 years of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution for each of them. U.S. District Judge Amit Mehta presided over these two cases, and at the sentencing hearing, Paul Jr. told him, quote, "I apologize. My ignorance is inexcusable." And then Paul Sr. told the judge, quote, "I shouldn't have been there, period." Sr. also said that after he and his son posed for a picture in the Capitol, he told his son, quote, "It's time to walk out of here." I couldn't locate any direct quotes from Judge Mehta, but reporters say that he was willing to give the Seymours a lesser sentence because they didn't commit any acts of violence or vandalism at the Capitol. So when all was said and done, Judge Mehta sentenced each of these men to 12 months of probation, 60 hours of community service, and $500 in restitution. Not even close to enough. The fact that Judge Mehta wouldn't even do home detention is pathetic. You know, maybe he's just too distracted right now. He's the judge overseeing the Oath Keepers case, but I don't know. Whatever it is, this was a very bad call. This sentence will not deter anyone in the future. And remember, these men may have left the building when asked to do so, but they remained on the Capitol grounds. They knew they weren't supposed to be there. This is just asking for trouble. And we've seen how the violence is just being accepted by the other side, being encouraged, being praised even. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching and listening. Like, share, subscribe. Take care. I will talk with you soon.